Have you ever sat quietly in a room, your hand resting on your knee, only to notice a slight tremble you can't quite control? It starts subtly, barely a whisper, beneath the surface of your awareness. But over time, that tremble grows bolder, more persistent. Tasks that were once effortless, buttoning a shirt, holding a warm cup of tea, writing your name, suddenly feel like uphill battles. And with each small struggle comes a silent question. Is this just aging? Or is something more serious unfolding inside me? This is the haunting reality for millions living with Parkinson's disease, a condition that doesn't knock loudly at the door, but rather slips quietly into your life, stealing moments of grace and control before you even realize it's arrived. But what if there was a way to push back, to fortify your brain's defenses and slow, even prevent, the march of this relentless condition? Dr. Andrew Weil, a pioneer in integrative medicine and a passionate advocate for healthy aging, has long believed that the answers to some of our most pressing health challenges aren't always found in a pill bottle, but often right on our plates. And today, we're going to uncover exactly what he means by that. Because the truth is, there are superfoods, powerful, natural protectors that can help shield your brain from the devastating effects of Parkinson's disease. Before we dive into these life-changing foods, let's first understand the silent battle happening within the brain. Parkinson's disease is a neurodegenerative disorder. In simple terms, it means that vital nerve cells in the brain, particularly those responsible for producing dopamine, begin to die off. Dopamine is like the oil in a finely tuned machine. Without it, gears grind, movements become rigid, and control slips away. This loss of dopamine doesn't just affect physical movement. It slowly chips away at emotional well-being, motivation, and even the simple joy of waking up feeling balanced and whole. So, what causes this tragic decline? While genetics play a role, research shows that lifestyle and environmental factors, things within our control, contribute heavily to the risk. Chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, exposure to toxins, and poor nutrition create a storm inside the body that accelerates brain cell damage. This is where Dr. Weil's approach shines through. Instead of waiting for symptoms to appear and then reacting, he advocates for proactive, preventive care. And central to that prevention is what we eat. The foods we choose every day can either fan the flames of inflammation and oxidative stress, or act as powerful shields, protecting the most delicate structures of our brain. Let's begin with the first of these remarkable brain-protecting superfoods, blueberries. Often called nature's brain berries, these tiny, vibrant fruits pack a punch far greater than their size, loaded with powerful antioxidants known as anthocyanins. Blueberries work tirelessly to neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that cause cellular damage and accelerate aging. Think of free radicals as tiny sparks flying through your nervous system, causing slow, invisible burns to your brain cells. Antioxidants, like those found in blueberries, act as the fire extinguishers, snuffing out those sparks before they can do harm. But there's more. Studies from the Harvard T.E.H. Chan School of Public Health have shown that regular consumption of blueberries can significantly slow cognitive decline. In fact, people who incorporate them into their diets just a few times a week have been shown to perform better on memory and motor function tests, key areas impacted by Parkinson's disease. And the beauty of it, blueberries are easy to add to your routine. Toss them into a morning smoothie, sprinkle them over a bowl of oatmeal, or enjoy them fresh as a mid-afternoon snack. Simple moments, powerful protection. The second superfood is one that's as ancient as it is powerful. Turmeric, known for its deep golden color and distinctive earthy flavor, turmeric has been revered in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine for centuries. The magic lies in its active compound, curcumin, a natural anti-inflammatory powerhouse. But why does this matter for Parkinson's? Remember, one of the primary drivers behind neurodegeneration is chronic inflammation. When the brain remains inflamed over time, it becomes more vulnerable to damage. Curcumin works like a soothing balm, calming this internal fire. In clinical studies, curcumin has been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, a protective shield around the brain that very few compounds can penetrate. Once there, it directly reduces neuroinflammation and even promotes the growth of new neural connections, a process known as neurogenesis. Imagine that your brain, despite the challenges of age and disease, still capable of growing, healing, and finding new pathways. That is the extraordinary potential locked within every human body, waiting to be awakened by the right care. Incorporating turmeric into your diet doesn't require a complete overhaul. A warm, comforting cup of golden milk before bed, a simple mixture of turmeric, black pepper, and plant-based milk can work wonders. Or add a dash of turmeric to your soups, stir-fries, and salad dressings. Just remember to unlock its full power. Turmeric should always be combined with black pepper. The piperine in black pepper enhances curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%, making it far more effective. Now, pause for a moment and reflect how many of these simple, nourishing habits have a place in your life today. Are you feeding your brain the protection it so desperately needs? Or have these powerful foods been quietly missing from your plate? Let's continue our journey towards strengthening the brain and reclaiming control over your health. The third superfood on Dr. Weil's list might surprise you, not a rare exotic herb, but a humble everyday ingredient found in many kitchens. Extra virgin olive oil, tigo. This golden liquid, often celebrated as the cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, is far more than a culinary delight. It's a powerful medicinal ally for the aging brain, rich in monounsaturated fats and potent polyphenols. Olive oil works on two critical fronts, reducing harmful inflammation and protecting the brain against oxidative stress. Researchers at the University of Navarra and Harvard University conducted a groundbreaking study revealing that individuals who regularly consumed high-quality extra virgin olive oil had a significantly reduced risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases, including Parkinson's. But why does it work so effectively? The answer lies in a compound called oleocanthal amia, found almost exclusively in fresh, cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil. Oleocanthal is a natural anti-inflammatory agent that works similarly to ibuprofen, but without the harmful side effects. It gently quiets the inflammatory pathways in the brain, creating a more stable environment for neurons to function and survive. Imagine each teaspoon of olive oil acting like a shield, guarding your brain cells against the silent attackers of time and disease. But remember, not all olive oils are created equal. To truly reap the benefits, you must choose oil that is labeled extra virgin, cold-pressed, and stored in dark glass bottles to preserve its delicate compounds. A simple drizzle over salads, vegetables, or even blended into a morning smoothie can make a profound difference over time. The fourth superfood is as elegant as it is effective. Green tea. So, for centuries, monks in the high mountains of Asia sipped this calming brew, not just for its delicate taste, but for the mental clarity and longevity it seemed to bestow. Modern science now confirms what ancient wisdom long suspected: green tea is a powerhouse for brain health. Its secret weapon, a potent compound called EGCG, epigallocatechin gallati. This tongue-twisting name hides one of the most powerful antioxidants known to science. EGCG actively fights the damaging effects of free radicals and, more importantly, promotes the health of the dopaminergic system, the very system compromised in Parkinson's disease. But there's something even more fascinating. Green tea also contains L-theanine, NQ, an amino acid that works synergistically with caffeine to promote a calm yet alert state of mind. This unique combination improves focus and reduces stress, two factors that are critically important for those living with or trying to prevent Parkinson's disease. Daily consumption of green tea doesn't require ceremony or ritual. Just a quiet moment each morning or afternoon where you let this healing brew work its magic. Aim for 2 to 3 cups a day and choose high-quality organic loose-leaf varieties whenever possible. Over time, this simple practice can provide lasting nourishment to your most vital organ. And now, we arrive at the fifth and final superfood, a rich, luxurious source of omega-3 fatty acids known as walnuts, Kermi, shaped like miniature brains. It's almost as if nature herself left us a clue. Walnuts are among the best plant-based sources of alpha-linolenic acid ALA, a powerful omega-3 that directly supports cognitive function and reduces inflammation in the brain. Omega-3s are essential building blocks for the protective membranes around brain cells. Without them, neurons become brittle, communication between cells weakens, and the risk of neurodegenerative diseases skyrockets. Clinical studies have consistently shown that diets rich in omega-3 fatty acids help preserve memory, improve mood, and even slow the progression of diseases like Parkinson's. Adding a handful of walnuts to your daily routine is effortless. Enjoy them as a midday snack, sprinkle them over your morning oats, or incorporate them into your salads. Just a small daily portion, about 7 whole walnuts, can provide your body with the essential nutrients it needs to keep your brain resilient and your movements fluid. As you reflect on these 5 superfoods: blueberries, turmeric, extra virgin olive oil, green tea, and walnuts, understand this. Each small choice you make today holds the power to reshape your future. These aren't just foods. They're acts of self-care, of quiet rebellion against the slow advance of time and illness. And together, they form a formidable defense against Parkinson's disease. But even with the best intentions, many people fall into common traps when trying to change their diets. They wait for the perfect moment, a new week, a new month to start fresh, or they overwhelm themselves with rigid plans and unrealistic expectations. Remember, the path to true health isn't about perfection. It's about gentle, consistent steps forward. Add one superfood this week. Try a new recipe next week. Little by little, these habits become part of your life, effortless and natural. There's a powerful truth I want you to carry with you, one that's easy to forget in the face of a diagnosis or the daily frustrations of living with Parkinson's disease. Your story is not over. Your body is not broken. And your brain, even now, holds a remarkable capacity for resilience and recovery. It's easy to become lost in the maze of medical jargon and grim statistics, to believe that once the first tremor appears or a diagnosis is given, the path ahead is fixed and irreversible. But science and the lived experiences of countless individuals tells us something very different. Neuroplasticity, the brain's incredible ability to adapt and rewire itself, remains with us throughout our entire lives. Even in the presence of disease, new pathways can form, damaged areas can be bypassed, and small victories can be won every single day. Think of the brain like a vast, beautiful forest. In some areas, familiar paths may have become blocked by fallen trees, the result of years of stress, poor nutrition, and inflammation. But just beyond those obstacles, fresh trails are waiting to be forged, new connections ready to form. And with every nourishing meal, every moment of a mindful movement, every step you take to reduce stress and invite calm, you help clear those paths. You make way for healing. Take, for example, the inspiring case of a man named James, who at the age of 67 was diagnosed with early-stage Parkinson's disease. The diagnosis felt like a heavy curtain falling over his future. His hands shook when he reached for a glass of water. He struggled to keep up with his grandchildren in the park. And yet, rather than retreat, James made a quiet, powerful decision. He embraced these 5 superfoods. He began each day with a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh blueberries and walnuts. He swapped processed oils for rich, golden extra virgin olive oil. He traded his afternoon coffee for calming green tea and ended his evenings with a warm cup of golden turmeric milk. He didn't expect miracles overnight, but slowly, surely, the changes came. His energy returned. The tremors became less pronounced, and perhaps most importantly, the fog of fear lifted. James began to live fully again, present, grateful, and empowered by the knowledge that every small choice mattered. You have that same power, right now, this very moment, regardless of what yesterday looked like or what challenges tomorrow might bring. Today is yours to reclaim. And as we close, I invite you to take one simple action. Go to your kitchen, open your pantry or your fridge, and ask yourself, am I nourishing the future I want? If the answer is no, remember that it doesn't take grand gestures to begin a transformation. It takes just one small, loving step forward. Perhaps it's a handful of walnuts placed gently into a bowl by the window, where you like to sit and watch the world. Or a steaming cup of green tea as the sun sets, reminding you that with every ending comes a new beginning. Maybe it's the vibrant burst of blueberries over your morning cereal, or the deep, comforting warmth of turmeric in a late-night cup before bed. Each of these moments is a promise to yourself, to your loved ones, and to the life you're still fully capable of living. The music rises, warm and uplifting, as if carrying the listener forward on a hopeful breeze. So here's the final thought I want to leave with you. Aging is inevitable, but decline is not. You have the power to write the next chapter of your story with courage, with grace, and with vibrant, unwavering hope. Feed your brain, nourish your soul. And remember, this journey is not about living forever. It's about living fully with clarity, with joy, and with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're doing everything within your power to protect the most precious gift you have, your life.